knows how to auto cancel her moves properly. Like this is 0 on block, like I said before. But pretty much we can move at the same time. So I can do this to jab. You can't roll because, like I said, your roll and your side step, you're open for pretty much 2 frames. Her jab is 2 frames, so I can hit you out of your roll and side step. So if a P player actually knows that, they can shut people down. They do that. When players start respecting it, be like, oh, I can't roll. She can jab me out of my roll. If she auto cancels her fair and she auto cancels her down air, it's 0. They're gonna start blocking. When the P player notices that, I got him respecting me. He's in his shield. He's gonna be blocking now. Now it's time for me to mix it up, because I know for a fact if I do this, he's going to block. So I'm like, alright, next time I'm gonna do that, I'm going for a grab. That's a free grab. When the player starts noticing that, be like, when the player starts noticing that, oh word, now he's gonna fair to grab me, I gotta look out for that. So now they're gonna be thinking, okay, when Peach went in, she faired and she grabbed me. So when she fairs, I'm going to try to roll or sidestep to get out the grab. And if the Peach notices that, but alright, I faired him. Maybe when I fair him, he might think I'm gonna grab him again because I got him the first time, so he might be looking out for that. So let me fair him and then I'm a jab. So I fair the player, they're gonna try to roll a sidestep because they think I'm gonna grab him, and no, they're just gonna eat a jab. Or I can jab, no, I can fair and then go in with that. So if I think they're gonna sidestep or roll behind me, you know, I can do that and I can punish the roll back and sidestep option. What is that? So now that I'm mixing it up, I'm doing shit like this, I'm confusing my opponent. Now my opponent won't know when I'm going to jab him, when I'm going to grab him, or where I'm going to go for a down air mix-up pressure game or a jab pressure game. So I'm pretty much fucking my opponent's head. This puts me at a good advantage. My opponent won't know what to do. So pretty much I can make educated guesses and educated reads to punish how they try to get out of my pressure game. Not a lot of characters in this game can do that. Peach is one of the characters that can do that pretty effectively. Like, Peach can do it, Morphe can do it, Meta Knight obviously. There's a few more characters. And what is up, Mr. Panda? I don't know if I said that right. That's what it sounds like to me, Mr. Panda. Mr. Panda. But you miss air attacks with Meta Knight, but we're pretty much spacing. Meta Knight's air attacks don't have that much Galio range as people think it is. I mean, it's fast and whatever. It has decent range, but the range is not that godly as people make it out to be. When you have to look at the hitboxes of his air attacks, it's not that godly. In terms of his forward air and his back air, they're not that godly. His down air and his up air, it just has like an arc that kind of covers range. Like, it goes over his hurt box, which is pretty hard to punish. But in terms of like range, it joins the hitboxes, you know, his air moves really don't do that at all. But yeah, basically back to what I was saying before. At average level, Peach, she's really not that good. If you're playing average, you're gonna lose a lot of dumb shit, even noob shit, and your opponent's gonna get away with like a lot of crap that he shouldn't be getting away with. A high level P that actually knows what the fuck they're doing, like they know how to zone out, they know how to approach, they know how to mix you up and press you on the shield. No, you're gonna have a problem. That Peach is going to give you a problem. She's not gonna be easy to beat as you think she's gonna give you a problem. if the player actually knows what the hell they're doing and how to frame trap and, you know, space their moves and whatever. Other than that, mid-level Peaches, average mid-level Peaches, that shit is not hard. It's pretty much easy. So people lose to that because they don't understand the character fully, or they just don't know how to punish what she's doing. But if they know, then yeah, she's not getting anywhere. But a high-level Peach, that's just a problem. They actually know what they're doing. A high-level Peach is a problem. That knows how to protect her weaknesses, abuse her strengths and whatever. A high-level Peach is a problem. Even with matches that she doesn't win, a high-level Peach is gonna be a problem. She could be at a disadvantage, but people won't be beating her that easy. Or if anything, they could lose a fight. No problem. So yeah, I covered her strengths. I covered her weaknesses. I explained what kind of character she is, which is she's a zoner. She's a zoner, in your face, mix up type of character. She benefits best being in your face. Her up close defense options are really good. Her mid range defense options are not that good. And her corner defense is really not good. She probably has one of the worst corner defenses in the game. Yeah, she has one of the worst corner defenses in the game. You don't want to be in a corner against an opponent that has good corner pressure. It's not what you want. I covered her recovery options, how you would want to recover, what's bad about your recovery options, and ways to minimize that. That's pretty much it. I mean, I can't think of anything else that I didn't cover. I mean, most of the stuff I covered before in my other Peach tutorial videos, like her turnip game and all that. Especially with her turnip, they just add more mix-ups, more pressure, more mind games. It keeps your opponent guessing. It's really, you can really make it a problem with your opponent. Especially if you're trying to evade, get away from you, you can really make it a problem. You can't really zone out characters that have a projectile unless you're... Actually, you can. But you have to be mid-range. Like, Falco, if you're at a decent range where Falco cannot shoot lasers, and you can pretty much, you know, space yourself, and you have good reaction time, you can pretty much zone out Falco and cover just about all his options if you get good reads. Because Peach, if she finds an opponent that doesn't have projectile, she can zone him out mid-range. She can zone him out pretty good. But projectile characters, you have to be a little bit closer. You can't try to zone out from mid-stage. It's not happening. You're getting hit with a lot of shit. Olimar, in a way, you can zone them out, but I wouldn't really recommend it, because in the process you zone them out, you're just gonna eat you're gonna take a lot of damage from Pikmin. So Olimar, pretty much you want to be in his face. You're in Olimar's face, he can't do shit. Pretty much, if you're in anybody's face in general, outside of Mario, Marth, and Bowser, they can't do anything because of their invincible up Bs. So pretty much you have to pressure, and then if you think they're gonna up B, bait it. You bait the up B, that's a free punish. Like, you can pretty much have a brawl with them, do whatever you want. So a character like that, even though you can pressure them effectively, you still have to, you can't get too happy. You have to back off sometimes, because you can get a up B. They can up B out your pressure. So pretty much pressure, drop your momentum a little bit to bait up B if you feel they're gonna do it. If you don't see them doing it, then you know what, just have a ball with them. Just freaking go in, freaking pressure, frame trap, mix-ups, you zone them out, make it hard for them to hit you. All that, and you're good. But if you see they're starting to up B, you gotta start respecting it. Respect the up B's, bait it. Once you bait it, punish. You stop baiting and punishing the up B, they're not gonna really do it anymore or as much, and that could give you free pressure because they're getting punished for it. So you can pressure with little to no fear. But at random times they might go for an up B if you're getting too comfortable with your pressure game. So sometimes it's always best to cool off. Even if you can get the guaranteed damage, you still put yourself at a safe position where if they don't up B, you can still zone them out, go back into pressuring, you know, all that good shit. So yeah, that's pretty much the mindset you want to have when using her. When using Peach in general, that's the way you go. Her aggro game is good, but if you're like trying to be too aggro and you're not paying attention to your opponent, her aggressive game can be stopped pretty easily. Cause like I said, if you're like doing shit like this over and over, people can actually react to it. This is not really hard to react to. There's a lot of attacks in this game that can shut that shit down. So that's why I usually say it's not best to go fully aggro. A lot of characters can snuff that shit out. So all you want to do is just chase him. Like, you want to do this all day. You know, you want to do this all day, and you're not thinking, oh, you know, my opponent can, you know, actually hit me out of it, or they can roll the side step. I'm chasing them all day, and then I fair or down air, or turn up to down air, or turn up to fair into freaking attacks if I get baited. Being like, so, that shit does not work. That only works against people that don't know how to deal with it. And even so, they don't know how to deal with it, and all they do is just roll. You're giving up pressure because they're getting away from you. And you really don't want to give up pressure, because pressure is like, when you start pressing somebody, they're in for some shit. So that's really something you want to think about and not give up a lot. That's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else really. I think this was pretty much a pretty good rundown. In addition to the other 3 tutorial videos that I made. I think a really good rundown. So yeah, just to recap before I end this. Peach in general, she's a zoner. She's a zoner and a rushdown character. You really want to be in somebody's face as much as possible. You can't be aggressive, be smart about it. Your defense options from mid to full screen are not that great. Well, full screen, if someone doesn't have a projectile, you're pretty much good because you can draw them out. But like, let's say, like at this distance, put in the corner. So I'll just say corner defense options. You're not. It's not good. Your recovery options are really not that good. You can be hit out with nearly little to no effort. Because up close, like facing your opponent, your moves are slow. This has range, is slow. This has decent range, is slow. This is fast, no range. So you want to look out for that. It's best to recover low. If you're recovering high, I say go for 2-4B, so you're nearly at the center of the stage, and throwing some down airs. Don't